Three things help make Aikens Ford in Winder the #1 retail Ford dealer in the Southeast. Selection, savings, and service. Hi, this is Brad Aikens, and with over 1,000 new Fords in stock, we have one for you, whether it's for work, play, or the everyday. And there's savings on them all. Finally, we go the extra mile for our customers, including delivery of your new Ford throughout the Southeast. Check out our entire inventory today, or even begin to buy at AikensFord.com. Aikens, we're closer, bigger, and sell more Fords than you think.
With the crack of the bat and a swipe across the chest, fans are reading the signs. The Atlanta Braves are back for another winning season, and with them is Simply Sport CBD, proud hometown partner of your Atlanta Braves and your hero in recovery. Whether you're warming up for the big game or cooling down after a workout, Simply Sport CBD supports your recovery, helping you to get back to your best life faster. So gear up with the Braves and Simply Sport CBD. Visit simplysportcbd.com to gain that hemp field advantage. That's Simply Sport CBD, your partner in peak performance.
Joe Bennett, Jay Chad back with you at Charlotte Sports Park in Port Charlotte, Florida. Braves and Rays about to get hooked up here for their second meeting of the year. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Braves, Ozzie Albies will lead it off, and he'll play second base. Michael Harris II will bat second and play center field. Marcell Ozuna hits third today. He'll be the DH. Batting cleanup at first base is Garrett Cooper. Brian De La Cruz is tearing it up down here. He'll be in right field batting fifth. Batting sixth at shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Chadwick Tromp will do the catching today, batting seventh, though, as Ben said, a lot of eyes will be on him today. Jake Marisnick is in left field hitting eighth, and Charles LeBlanc, who launched one yesterday into the Truist Pavilion in right center field at Cool Today Park, will get the start at third base. Man, did he open some eyes with that blast yesterday. So for the Braves, it's Albies, Harris, and Ozuna, Cooper, De La Cruz, and Arcia, Trump, Marisnick, and LeBlanc. For the Tampa Bay Rays, who are taking the field, Josh Lowe will be in right field leading it off. Eloy Jimenez over from the White Sox will be the DH. Brandon Lau will be the second baseman batting third. Batting cleanup, and a guy who is 10 for 12 this spring, Curtis Mead, is at third base. Batting fifth at first base, Jonathan Aranda. Jose Caballero is at shortstop hitting sixth. Richie Palacios bats seventh in left field. Danny Jansen, the former Blue Jays, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Johnny DeLuca will be in center field, and he bats ninth. On the mound for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen. Rasmussen, 29 years old, 6'1", 210, out of Puyallup, Washington, by way of Oregon State. He got drafted out of high school, didn't sign. Then he got drafted in the first round by Tampa Bay in 2017 and didn't sign again. He got drafted the next year in the sixth round. That cost him a little money, by Milwaukee. And then when Milwaukee came to call on the Rays, they wanted Willie Adames. Well, the Rays got their man. They got Drew Rasmussen in a trade that included Willie Adames back in 21. Last year he was on the shelf with an injury, elbow injury, most of the year. He was only in 16 games late in the year. He went 0-2. But in his career, he's 20-12 with a 2.95 ERA. Good-looking pitcher and a guy they welcome back, hoping to get him in the rotation. We're ready to go. 77 degrees at game time. Wind out of the east at 5 miles an hour. And here with a lot of wind, Ben Ingram.
See if we can keep the flags blowing out there. Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you. And it's great to have you with us, starting up a brand new week here in spring training. Ozzie Albies climbs in. Rasmussen, the right-hander, is ready. Braves and Rays. And now for the ball game. And the first pitch swung on and hit in the air to right center field. And that'll lay down for a base hit. It's into the gap. Run down by Johnny DeLuca. Big turnaround first by Ozzie Albies, and then slams on the brakes, and he's at first base with a leadoff single. All game starting up here at 1:05 Eastern Time, so right on time. And Ozzie down at first base. Climbing in now, Michael Harris. He'll be followed by Marcell Ozuna, getting their first hacks at Drew Rasmussen. He's seen the Braves a few times in his career, twice in fact, but both times all the way back in 2021. Here's the pitch on the way to Michael Harris. And he'll take a called strike.
Remember the first game here and the first pitch last year?
Sure do.
Harris went out of here.
Put one up on top of that office complex in right field. What a start to spring that was. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. Rasmussen taking his time, now delivers. And a check swing, foul ball. So the count 0-2. Braves coming out of the third base dugout in their navy uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in white, Atlanta across the chest on top of the tomahawk. And the Rays wearing their baby blue tops, the powder blue tops, you might say, white pants. Navy numerals outlined in white and their yellow sunburst logo on the front left chest of the powder blue uniforms. 0-2 pitch will miss inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Rasmussen, 5 years of the big league split between Milwaukee and Tampa Bay. He's made 99 major league appearances, and this is his first appearance of the spring. Here's the 1-2. Harris grounds one out to third, taking it on 2 bounces. Meade fires to second for 1, and then over to first it goes for 2. So a double play wipes the bags clean. And now the fate of the inning in the hands of Marcell Ozuna. So 2 down here in the first inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. These Braves hitters seeing a fastball, a sinker, a cutter, and a sweeper from Drew Rasmussen. They figure he could be in their bullpen this season. Ozuna takes a called strike. But when it comes to the Rays, they always have such a wealth of pitching. And it seems like they've got multiple guys who can do all sorts of things. Well, 1 to Ozuna. In for a called strike. Fastball 96, and it's 0-2.
They are very creative when it comes to stuff like that, Ben, and they were the guys that invented the opener, using guys out of the bullpen to start games.
0-2. Ozuna taps one foul on the third base line. Very long list of very capable arms and their rotation. Home plate umpire Brian Onora taking his whisk broom to the plate very quickly. On 0-2 count on Ozuna. He'll be followed by Garrett Cooper if he can reach here in the first inning. Rasmussen kicks and fires an 0-2. Fastball misses high. Got some good heat on that heater.
Arm's obviously a lot better than it was at the end of the year.
Elbow operation last year for Rasmussen. 1-2 pitch and a swing and a tip foul as he barely got a piece of that sweeper.
That was his third elbow surgery.
Goodness. Ben. Nothing new for him, huh?
No.
No score, top of the first inning. Ball and 2 strikes on Ozuna. Steadies his bat, front foot up on its tiptoe, and the 1-2 pitch will miss outside. Count even 2-2. They've got multiple guys in their rotation who have had an elbow operation before. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Ozuna, a little flare out to first base on a check swing. And caught by Jonathan Aranda. And that's the third out here in the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We played a half an inning. Braves nothing, and the Rays coming up when we come back.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're buying more than a vehicle. You're buying safety for your family, an investment that will hold its value, and something that will last a long time. You're buying trust. For a limited time, celebrate all the 2025 models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through March 31st. Whether you're looking to match your adventurous spirit with the 2025 Subaru Outback or lean on the reliability of the 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of Gwinnett has the perfect fit for your family. Stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Shooting drills.
A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve, but one who genuinely cares about each player
You have what it takes. We got this.
can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at braves.com/all-star game.
Alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you from Charlotte Sports Park, spring training home of the Tampa Bay Rays. They're coming to the plate for the first time to take a peek at A.J. Smith-Shawver, the 22-year-old right-hander on the mound for the Braves today. It'll be Josh Lowe, Eloy Jimenez, and Brandon Lowe to the plate for Tampa Bay. Here's the first pitch from Smith-Shawver, and that swung on and sent foul. Fastball 95. The leather for Atlanta. Garrett Cooper at first base. Ozzie Albies at second. Orlando Arcia at shortstop, and Charles LeBlanc is at third base. Give it the outfield after this 0-1 pitch to Lowe. And Lowe takes a ball high. Fastball 96 by Smith-Shawver. Jake Marisnick is on patrol in left field. Michael Harris manning center field. Brian De La Cruz in right field. Chadwick Tromp, the catcher. A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound. 1-1. Just missed off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. A.J. 6'3", 205, right-hander, lively young arm in the Braves organization. He's out of Colleyville, Texas. 2-1, just missed with a fastball, 3-1. And he's making his second spring training appearance. The other was on the 26th of February against the Pirates, and he was outstanding. Trying to avoid a leadoff walk here in the first. 3-1 pitch and a fly ball out towards deep left center field. Marisnick and Harris drifting to the track. Marisnick is under it, makes the catch about 1-2 feet maybe in front of the fence out there in left field. And 1 down.
It is imperative for A.J. to throw strikes. We all know that. The only time he really gets in much trouble is when he does walk some batters, but also when he gets behind in hitters' counts, as he was there and almost hit one out of the ballpark. He's got great stuff and a great chance to be in the rotation if he continues to mow him down here in camp.
Eloy Jimenez swings to the first pitch, pops one back and foul, and it's 0-1. Another outing we saw for Smith-Shawver. 2 innings, no runs, no walks, like you pointed out. 3 strikeouts. Only gave up 2 base hits in 2 innings versus Pittsburgh that day. Right-hander kicks and fires an 0-1. Missed a little bit high. His arsenal slightly different from last year. Still has the good fastball and changeup. And he's got the curve like he had last year. But he's gone back to a pitch that he's used earlier in his career. That was a cutter. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That swung on, missed. And if you look at the path of the cutter, it really looks more like a slider. It's maybe a little bit more of a slide than cut. But a pitch that he was able to use a little bit. Just another weapon that he has, Joe, to take batters off that fastball.
100%. And he's got a good changeup, too, and that helps offset some of their timing. But that cutter will really be a valuable tool against lefties.
Jimenez, big wide open stance in the right-hand batter's box. 1-2, a little bit low and outside. Try to get him to chase a breaking ball right there and a 2-2 count. No score, bottom of the first inning. Smith-Shawver looking for his first strikeout. And that bounced about 5 feet in front of the plate. So the count runs full on Eloy Jimenez. Smith-Shawver nods in agreement with Chadwick Tromp. 3-2. Fouled off. That took a bite out of Tromp. I'm going to do it again with a 3-2 count. Now, it really is interesting for Smith-Shawver, the position that he's in. That last outing, a really good one. And if he could turn in another really good line today, it really makes things interesting, because we'd be a couple of weeks into camp, and you're talking about a spot in the rotation that he could really be in the lead for.
I agree 100%. And another part about throwing strikes, not walking guys, is pitch count. They'd love to see him go 3 innings today. But if he's going 3-1, 3-2 on everybody, that's probably not going to happen. I really got Trump on the foul tip, and Brian O'Nora giving him some time to regroup.
Trump seems to be ready. So is O'Nora. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jimenez. Smith-Shawver swivels and fires. Struck him out. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string there, and there's his first strikeout of the game. Two down, and here's Brandon Lau. Little breeze out towards left field and some passing clouds and a mostly blue sky up there. Some big cotton ball clouds floating by. And a lot of Florida sunshine here on this Monday afternoon. No score in the bottom of the first. Lau, left-handed hitter, takes one in the dirt that bounced in front of the plate. First pitch curveball by A.J. Smith-Shawver. That wasn't as sharp as he wanted. But in a position where he could reel in a 1-2-3 inning. His 1-0 pitch. Strike. Right at him with a fastball. 96. Went down and in on that inside corner to the left-handed hitter Lau. One fouled back. Fastball 97. 1-2. Looking back to that last outing that he had versus the Pirates, I know that the changeup got lots of attention, especially on social media, but it was because of the fastball location being so spot on that everything else in his arsenal was there. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out towards center field, and that'll lay down for a base hit. That time Lau stayed back and was able to send one into center field. It's a 2-out single.
Yeah, picked on the curve, the breaking ball there, and as you said, stayed back, wasn't fooled at all.
Inning continues for the red-hot Curtis Mead. What'd you say, 10 for 12?
10 for 12 with a homer and a double.
And he's seeing everything. Mead takes a ball down.
He's leading all of spring training, Arizona and Florida, in hitting.
How about his stance?
Yeah, his bat's pointed straight down behind him, isn't it?
Bat is way back like he's about to chop a piece of wood with an axe. Feet pretty close together. 1-0 in for a called strike. No score, bottom of the first inning. Rays have a runner at first, 2 down. Curtis Mead from Australia. There's the 1-1. That'll miss a little bit low.
Good pitch, though. Right at the knees.
Mead at the very back of the right-hand batter's box and right up on the plate. 2-1 low and outside. He's got his heels at most shoulder width apart. Maybe not even that far. At the very back of the box towards Chadwick Tromp. He's all over that back of the plate. Got a 3-1 count here. Tromp sets up on the outside corner. Smith-Shawver cuts it loose. And there's ball 4. Miss high with a fastball. So trying to pinpoint that fastball location. It's been inconsistent here in the first inning. Inning will continue for Jonathan Aranda. Aranda swinging it from the left side. No score in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch curveball in for a called strike. That was a beauty. Smith-Shawver trying to put an end to the first inning. I'd use up too many bullets here in the first. Oh, 1 pitch. Pumps in a fastball for a called strike. Way ahead of Aranda, 0-2. Glance at the runner at second. 0-2 to the plate. Miss high and outside with a fastball. He's been 96, 97 with his heater, so the velocity has been there. Runner at first, Meade. Runner at second, Lau. And Jonathan Aranda steadies his bat, resting it on his left shoulder. Smith-Shawver ready. 1-2 to the plate. And a fly ball out towards shallow right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Bouncing in between De La Cruz and Harris. This will mean a run for the Rays. It's an RBI single by Aranda. Lau scores. Meade goes first to third. And the Rays on the board first as it's 1-0 Tampa Bay here in the first inning. That time Smith-Shawver got ahead of him 0-2. But then lost him. And here comes Brian Snitker. And this might be one of those spring training moments where they pull the starter due to workload, bring in someone to finish the inning, and then send A.J. back out there for a clean inning in the second. That could be the play here. Snit takes the ball from A.J. And McSteen will be the new pitcher. Jake McSteen is a left-hander. So here in the first inning, A.J. Smith-Shawver faces 5 batters. Got the first 2 out. Fly out to left and a strikeout, but then a single, a walk, and then an RBI single. And it wouldn't shock me if we were to see A.J. one more go round.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. Go out and get a restart in the second inning.
Right. So Jake McSteen will come on. He's a big left-hander, 6'1", 215. He'll be 29 in a little bit less than actually about a week and a half. McSteen out of Nebraska. And he's on for the 3rd time this spring. And his 2 previous outings exactly like this. Coming on early, looking for one more out to finish an inning. He's had 2 appearances. He's gone 2/3 of an inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and no strikeouts.
There's a lot of guys out of Nebraska lately, aren't there?
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of them land here with us.
Uh-huh.
Between Schwellenbach and Bummer. And then just the other day, we saw Shanneman. He's from Nebraska. McSteen from Nebraska. You being an OU guy, it's kind of a shame that Nebraska and OU don't play anymore every year.
Oh, hate it, yeah.
That was a great rivalry.
It was. It was. I miss the old Big 8.
Yeah, those are some classic battles. 1-0 Tampa Bay as we're in the bottom of the first inning. This is the second of 4 meetings between the Braves and the Rays this spring. The Braves lost to the Rays 4-2 on February 23rd, and that's the last time they lost a game. Since then, 6 wins and 1 tie. As the previous week for the Braves was a lot of fun. Here's Jose Caballero. He'll take a ball high and outside. This is your favorite Ray, isn't it? Joe Cowboy?
It is. They got some great names.
First and third, 2 down for Caballero. McSteen drops a breaking ball in for a strike.
Junior Caminero is not playing today. He had 2 homers yesterday for the Rays.
One for McSteen. Another curveball, a little bit low and inside. We'll wrap things up this spring with Tampa Bay. But we'll see them very quickly in the regular season. Second road trip of the year. We come to Tampa and see the Rays playing in their new home for 2025. 2-1 pitch. Just missed inside 3-1. You know, you and I were chatting with some of the Rays representatives and people in their media before the game about their stadium situation and what the future looks like. And it seems like there's a lot more questions than answers. 3-1 and a bouncer out to third. Backhanded by Charles LeBlanc. Good throw across the diamond. There's out number 3. We'll continue that conversation when we come back. Rays with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 Tampa Bay.
This is Jeff Francoeur. I love my Atlanta Braves family and our fans, but let me tell you what I love about Pruitt Health, the Georgia-grown, family-owned organization operating for more than 50 years, and they believe family makes us stronger. If you're looking for a job in healthcare with paid training, join the Pruitt Health family where you'll find a career that feels more like a mission. Home health, skilled nursing, hospice, helping people every day live their best life now. Learn more at careers.pruitthealth.com.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Ben and Joe with you from the Charlotte Sports Park. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rays. Braves will send up Cooper, De La Cruz, and Arcia here in the top of the second. Or as they had him on the try erase board out there in the media area, Garrett Copper. Thought we got a new player. It's Garrett Cooper. He's facing Drew Rasmussen. There's a called strike. Garrett Cooper, veteran hitter, been around a while. 0-1 pitch, up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of time with the Marlins, some time with the Yankees and the Cubs and others. And now in spring with the Braves. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way from Rasmussen. Cooper takes the ball a little bit low and outside.
Cooper ripped a double yesterday. Hit the ball hard, had a good at bat.
Stands at the back of the box, slightly open stance, holding a two-tone bat. 2-1 pitch. Low and in. 3 balls and a strike. We'll see how much the Rays get out of Rasmussen. Again, this is his first spring training outing. They got a couple of guys walking around out there in the pen, but no one throwing. So maybe 2-3 innings out of him today. 3-1 pitch, bounce foul on the third baseline. Mentioned the Rays rotation, some of the players that they have had bouncing back from injury. Shane McClanahan is trying to bounce back from Tommy John surgery. Shane Baz had Tommy John surgery a few years ago. He's in their rotation. We're talking about Drew Rasmussen having his 3rd elbow operation last year. 3-2 is low and outside. There's a leadoff walk.
Yeah, McClanahan's already been named the opening day starter, even though he was on the shelf all last year. His 3rd career opening day start. It'll come March 28th at home against Colorado.
He's always been a hard thrower, good changeup. Brian De La Cruz up to the plate. 1-0 Rays, top of the second. De La Cruz will send one foul over by the Braves dugout.
We bragged yesterday on the fact that Cooladay Park had some ball boys down the line for foul balls. They do not have those here. And that's twice in a row that Matt Tuiasosopo's had to go chase a ball down the line.
He's getting his conditioning in. 0-1 to De La Cruz, a miss low. One run, 2 hits for the Rays. No runs, 1 hit for the Braves. Runner at first, no one out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line outside, 2 balls and a strike. I feel like the Rays are always that team that maybe you don't know what to expect out of them, but you won't be shocked if they find a way to 90 wins or more.
Agreed. Always well-schooled, good pitching, good defense.
2-1 in for a called strike. They went 80-82 last year. It's the first time in a while that they had a losing record.
Again, like the Braves, they lost so many key players.
Two-two pitch. Fouled off the inside of his foot.
Hard to believe Kevin Cash is in his 11th year.
Wow.
As the manager of the Rays, that's the longest tenure of any manager with one team in existence. presently in big leagues.
Again, the 2-2 from Rasmussen. Hard hit ball out to short to his right. Caballero gloves, triggers a second. Lau over to first, and that's a 6-4-3 double play. Not the easiest double play to turn over, especially with Caballero having to go to his right glove, pause, and then trigger to second base.
Really good turn by Lau.
2 down for Arcia. You know, one more note on the Rays, regardless of who's in the lineup, it just seems like every year they have one of the top bullpens in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes such a long way over the course of 162. Arcia with a check swing, 0-1. They lost Jose Siri as he was traded to the Mets. Lost Dylan Carlson in free agency and several left-handers as well. Richard Lovelady, Tyler Alexander, and others. There's a called strike. Jeffrey Springs was traded to the A's. Colin Poche was a free agent. But they got Eloy Jimenez and Danny Jansen, who's behind the plate today. 0-2 pitch. This time to Arcia, 1-2.
And they like Johnny DeLuca in center. They got him from the Dodgers. Might have been in the Glasnow trade.
Mm-hmm. Braves had the leadoff man on in the first inning, but then the next man hit into a double play. Same thing here in the second. Leadoff man was aboard, then a double play. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Orlando Arcia. Outside. Count even 2-2 now on Arcia. Rays have a right-hander up and tossing out beyond the right field wall. Have to wait and see what the Braves want to do on the mound in the bottom of the second. There's a fly ball out towards right center field. Johnny DeLuca casually to his left. Makes the catch in deep right center field. And the Braves send the minimum to the plate in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the bottom of the second. A.J. Smith-Shawver is coming back out. More on that when we come back. 1-0 Rays.
The Braves and Harris Cherokee Casinos want to give you the spring training trip of a lifetime. Enter now for a shot to win the spring training trip jackpot presented by Harris Cherokee Casinos. Just visit Braves.com/Harris before March 7th, and you'll be in the running for a trip for two to Northport, Florida. You and a guest will win round-trip airfare, ground transportation, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Braves on Saturday, March 15th. But you must be 21 or older to enter. Get registered right now at Braves.com/Harris.
Hey Braves fans, Onward Reserve is your hometown team for top-line casual sportswear. Whether you're out on the golf course, going to dinner, or enjoying some baseball at Truist Park, Onward Reserve's clothes are the perfect fit. With 12 retail locations throughout Braves country, Onward Reserve is proud to help you get to the game in style. Swing by the Braves Clubhouse store for exclusive designs made just for the A. Visit us online at onwardreserve.com. Proud partner of your Atlanta Braves.
Everything changes with the passage of time. One generation takes the place of the next. Businesses come and go, and some remain and grow. At Marietta Toyota, we've grown with the community, but one thing has always remained constant: better service, people, smiles, and fun. The stylish 2025 Camrys are on the lot and available today. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
1-0 Rays as we enter the bottom of the second inning. A.J. Smith-Shawver back out on the mound for the Braves. Faced 5 batters in the first inning, then he was lifted for Jake McSteen, who finished the inning. Now A.J. back out there. First pitch misses to Richie Palacios. So thankful that they instituted that rule at spring training a few years back.
Yeah, I don't know who thought of that, but that was a great idea.
1-0 Palacios. Curveball in for a strike. That was a good one. Just don't want your starter out there getting overhauled with work in one inning and then have his day done. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That swung on miss. The whole point of this to begin with is to get ready for the regular season. And if it means sending a pitcher back out for the second time to have a clean inning, so be it. Ball gets loose out in center field from the stands out there. Michael Harris fetches it and tosses it to a fan.
It's a big yard. Orlando hit that ball pretty well to right center to end the inning and didn't come anywhere near the warning track.
1-2 pitch, a lunge and a miss by Palacios. He strikes out.
4-14 to straightaway center here. 343 down the lines.
Very symmetrical ballpark. Yeah, it's deep everywhere, isn't it? One out for Danny Jansen. Pitch misses high. That wall all the way around the standard 8-foot wall until you get right on down the left field corner. Those last 30 feet or so, about a 5-foot high wall. 1-0, a pop-up just back of short, drifting back into the outfield grass, Orlando Arcia. And he catches the little pop out, 2 down. Two down for Johnny DeLuca. It's 1-0 Rays in the bottom of the second. I think what I'm about to say, you'd certainly say this for every single pitcher, regardless of how long they've been around or not, how important strike one is. Johnny DeLuca takes the ball outside, but in A.J. Smith-Shawver's case, he's just 22 years old. That's even more underlined, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Just to give him a chance to get ahead in the count and work on his other pitches and not feel like he's got to throw a strike every time.
1-0 in for a strike. Good heater.
I don't like the fact that he looks out at the radar gun on the board to see how hard he threw a pitch.
Here's his 1-1 pitch. Missed up and in. 2 balls and a strike. One nothing Rays as we're in the bottom of the second. Smith-Shawver trying to get the bottom of the order to go down in order. 2-1, whacked out to center field, in for a base hit. Johnny DeLuca able to go up and make contact on that one. It's a 2-out single. Josh Lowe, the batter, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field.
Out of Pope High School in Metro Atlanta, out in Cobb County.
Time called by Josh Lowe. We just saw his brother the other day. Nathaniel Lowe's with the Nationals now. First pitch to Josh Lowe. And a healthy cut and a miss, 0-1.
Really good-looking young player. Former first-round pick of the Rays out of Pope. And has battled a few injuries along the way his first couple of years in the big leagues.
Pick off to first. Back in is Johnny DeLuca. Smith-Shawver's 0-1. Line drive out to short, and bending down on one knee, Orlando Arcia catches it out of the air. About ankle high on that catch, and that ends the bottom of the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move along into the top of the third, still 1-0 Rays.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare.
Play ball, everybody. This is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers, your preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves, and we're back for another season. And as the Braves get ready for their official season, You can also be preparing for that proposal for that special somebody in your life. So come visit us at Solomon Brothers Jewelers to see the largest selection of diamonds and jewelry for the absolute best price in Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, and online at solomonbrothers.com.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
1-0 Rays over the Braves here at the Charlotte Sports Park in Port Charlotte, Florida. Spring training home of the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. New pitcher now for the Rays is the tall right-hander Jonathan Hernandez, 6'3", 190. He's the son of Fernando Hernandez, who had a cup of coffee in the big leagues back in the 90s. And now his son, Jonathan, in the Rays organization. Been around a while, been with the Rangers and the Mariners. Made 29 appearances last year between Texas and Seattle. And now he finds himself in camp with the Rays. Here's his first pitch to Chadwick Tromp. Ball inside.
98 on that first pitch. Kind of a slinger.
To Tromp is outside. Hernandez relieves Rasmussen, and Rasmussen pitched 2 innings scoreless, 1 hit, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Rays have had the leadoff man on each of the first 2 innings, but then the next batter hit into a double play. Tromp takes a called strike, fastball 98, 2-1. Breeze has died down. Flag's not moving much down the left field line. 2-1 pitches outside. 3 balls and a strike. Spring training home of the Rays. Back 90s or so, this is the spring training home of the Rangers. Go back far enough. Here's the 3-1. There's a called strike. In fact, when Nolan Ryan held his press conference, announced that he'd be retiring at season's end, that happened right here. So this facility's been around a while. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Boy, he chased a high limb there, got a piece of it, fouled it off.
Yeah, Chadwick's taken 2 strikes. That may be an all-time record for him in an at-bat. He's usually up there hacking away.
Well, he loves that first pitch, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Count at 3-2. And the payoff from Hernandez. Tromp with a roller foul on the third baseline. It'll be Tromp, Marisnik, and LeBlanc for the Braves here in the third inning. And trailing 1-0. Here's the 3-2. And Tromp lifts one to deep left field. Palacios going into the corner. Throws up the glove. Makes the catch and gently into the wall. And in just about every other spring training venue in the Grapefruit League, that's a home run. What'd you say, 343 down the left field line?
Yeah. With a short wall between the foul pole and the bullpen, that looked like it had enough distance to get out of here before Palacios intercepted it.
Yeah, if we were back home at Cool Today Park, that's in the seats or on the berm.
Agreed.
So a long out. It's a good at-bat by Tromp. Marisnik hits a high towering fly ball to deep left field. This one's got plenty of juice behind it, and that's going to fly away. Jake Marisnik drills one out of here. And the Braves see the ball game tied up on the power of Jake Marisnik on his solo home run here in the third inning.
Tell you what, we've seen Jake a lot with the Marlins, with the Astros, and some other teams. He has got power. He's a big, strong guy. Really, all he needs to do to be a big asset for Atlanta this year is just make a little more contact. But that one carried over the bullpen.
No win today. That was all Jake Marisnik's strength put into that one. There's a ball low and outside. Speaking of strength, here's Charles LeBlanc. You were talking about that homer he had yesterday. An impressive poke by LeBlanc yesterday. Hit a 3-run homer in that 11-1 victory over the Yankees. Pitch misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. A 1-1 game in the top of the third. 2-0 to LeBlanc. Popped up. Foul ground, first base side, stretching for the seats. And that'll land on the walkway concourse down the right field line. 2-1.
You know, the Rays have had so much trouble with their facilities, and this place was not immune to about, 3 years ago when Hurricane Ian came through here and practically destroyed this whole complex.
2-1 and a ground ball to short, taken on the bounce by Caballero as throw across in time, 2 down.
And then, of course, the roof being destroyed at Tropicana Field in St. Pete, forcing them to have to move to George Steinbrenner Field this year to play.
Yeah, hurricanes have ravaged the facilities for the Rays, haven't they? Because when this place was so severely damaged, they played their home games during the spring session at their home ballpark at the Trop. There's a called strike. Now the Trop has been destroyed, and the interesting thing is, you know, the Trop had that angled roof, and it was built that way to sustain hurricane damage. And unfortunately, that's not the case with Hurricane Milton that came through. Well, one to Albies will miss high.
Yeah, it was a fabric roof, and once it started tearing, there was no stopping it with that wind.
A 1-1 game at the top of the third. Ozzie swings and misses, 1-2. Well, they're telling us before the game that they have a deadline coming up the end of this month to determine if they want to proceed with a new ballpark at the St. Pete area or not. 1-2 low and outside. They still have a lease on the Trop, which is, I think they said 3 more years on that lease.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it gets put on the shelf until they can resume play there. So that 3-year lease stays in existence.
2-2 low and outside. And for the last few seasons, there have been plans and renderings for a brand new stadium right across the street from where the Trop currently is. But that's hit many stalls along the way. And there's just a whole lot of unknown when it comes to their future home. 3-2. Ozzie tips that into the mid of Danny Jansen for strike 3. And that ends the top of the third inning. But the Braves get a home run by Jake Marisnik to tie the game. We head to the bottom of the third, 1 apiece.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rate supply. Xfinity Internet required. Extra speeds vary.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Eloy Jimenez, Brandon Lau, and Curtis Mead do up for the Rays here in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-1 game here at Charlotte Sports Park between the Braves and the Rays. Ben and Joe with you. in spring training game number 10 for Atlanta. Braves have gone 6-2-1 in the first 9 games. A.J. Smith-Shawver misses high and outside with a fastball to Eloy Jimenez. Jimenez, big wide open stance in the right-hand batter's box. 1-0 pitch, missed high. Jimenez, 6'4", 250. He's from the Dominican.
He looks every bit of that, doesn't he?
Sure does. Former Silver Slugger award winner. 2-0 pitch, fouled back. He's been with the White Sox most of his career. He was traded to the Orioles last year. Played in last month or so of the season with them. And he comes into this season 5 home runs from 100 for his career and 2 RBIs from 300. 2-1 pitch. Miss low it inside. 3 balls and a strike. Smith-Shawver gives a squeeze to the rosin bag and then tosses it aside. He's fallen behind the leadoff man Jimenez, whom he struck out back in the first inning. 3-1 pitch. There's a strike. Fastball in there to make it 3-2.
Good location. Hit the outside corner. Struck him out on a breaking ball his first time around. Let's see what he goes to here.
3-2. Got him looking. Pierced the inside corner with a perfect fastball. 2 very impressive fastballs. Joe, one away, and then that one in under the hands, perfectly hitting the corners.
It's just so wonderful when you see a guy hit spots with the fastball. That's the best pitch in baseball. A well-located heater. One on the outside corner, came right back on the inside part.
So it's kind of a confidence boost that gives A.J. Smith-Shawver. Ball low and inside to Brandon Lau. You know, him being a righty, you think about him facing a righty like Eloy Jimenez. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball just missed. It's not easy for a right-hander to consistently hit that outside corner with a heater. But this spring, that's been a good spot for A.J. If you can do that consistently, you're going to be in really good shape.
Oh, boy. What a weapon.
Called strike there with the fastball. 2-1 on Brandon Lau. It's a 1-1 game in the bottom of the third. Braves get a home run from Jake Marisnick in the top of this inning. Matching the 1 tally the Rays put up in the bottom of the first. Their run came on an RBI single by Jonathan Aranda to score Brandon Lau. The 2-1 from Smith-Shawver. Bouncer nicked off the glove of Smith-Shawver. Sliding to it, Arcia hit his glove and rolls into right center field. Now that caught leather twice in its route to right center. And a base hit by Brandon Lau. And here comes Brian Snitker. So that will be it for A.J. Smith-Shawver. He was starting his 3rd inning of work.
That's a shame because it would have been a comebacker for an out. And then I think that ball, when it hit on the dirt, had a lot of spin on it after it ticked off his glove and kind of spun away from Arcia.
So altogether, A.J.'s faced 6 batters. And he gives up 4 singles, a walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 run on his line. And the Braves will bring along Roldy Munoz. Roldy with 2 D's, R-O-L-D-D-Y, Munoz. And this will be the 3rd time we've seen him this spring. 2 innings thus far, 1 run allowed, a walk and 2 strikeouts for the right-hander Roldy Munoz, 24 years old from the Dominican, 6'2", 185.
I've heard a lot about this guy. He's got a good arm. Another guy with not much experience, just needs to figure out how to pitch, how to use his weapons.
One more thought on Smith-Shawver. When he came back out there, did you notice his command being better? He didn't walk anybody that second round.
No, well,
through.
Last inning when he went 1-2-3 on him, well, he did give up hit. I beg your pardon. Struck out a batter, but some soft contact. It was like he was more aggressive, wasn't messing around with a lot of breaking pitches. And just seemed to have a better presence about what he was doing. And even when he struck out Jimenez this inning, we bragged on outside corner, inside corner. This had to be pitch count related. Certainly not in any trouble here with a runner at first. And 1 out. So second outing, is that right?
Yeah, this is second outing altogether, yeah.
So they didn't want him to run up too big of a pitch count.
Yeah. Before Meade climbs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Atlanta Braves Spring Training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
First pitch from Roldy Munoz to Curtis Meade. Strike. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Rays. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Braves. Meade walked in the first inning. 0-1 bounced up there. Good knockdown by Tromp. So the count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is one of 2 trips the Braves make over here to Port Charlotte this spring. Easy little drive down the Tamiami Trail. 1-1 pitch low and outside. These 2 complexes only about 12 miles apart.
Are you surprised they don't play more often?
Yeah, wish they did.
Me too.
Bet the players do too.
Yeah.
It's not a divisional opponent. So you don't mind lining it up against the Rays multiple times. Here's the 2-1. Chase and a miss by Meade. In fact, when I look at the calendar for spring training and I see a game in Port Charlotte, I really don't even count that as a road game.
Yeah, me neither. And the Braves, because of the proximity, they're able to stay home and take batting practice before they bus over here.
2-2 pitch. Tapper back to the mound. Munoz has it. Goes to second. It's a horrible throw into center field. And first to third for Brandon Lau. Meade holds at first base. I mean, you couldn't imagine a worse throw than that.
Had too much time to think about it. If they were going to turn a double play, he had to get rid of it quickly. Instead, he started thinking about it too much and launched it.
So an E1 charged to Munoz, puts him at first and third. And you had Ozzie covering the bag. He'd have needed a step ladder to be even close to that. Here's Jonathan Aranda. Ball inside from Munoz. 1-1 game here in the third. Rays trying to take the lead and take advantage of the Braves' defensive mistake. One-0 pitch. Big hopper out to second, charging Albies, has 1 play, gloves and throws to first base and gets the out. Brandon Lau scores, and they take advantage of that error 2 plays ago to drive the run in. Down to second for Curtis Meade. A 4-3 put out, 2 down, and an RBI for Aranda. Two down for Jose Caballero. He'll foul one off his foot. That's painful. So that'll close the line on A.J. Smith-Shawver. I know that second run isn't earned, but that's still a tough run on his line, given how Lau reached and then how he eventually got around and scored.
It's only the 4th error of the year, of the spring for the Braves, and this is their 10th game.
Brian O'Nora takes the broom out and sweeps clean, an already clean plate, making sure that Caballero has plenty of time to shake the pain out of his foot. A 1 pitch. Missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down at second, Curtis Meade. 1-1 pitch, in for a strike. Just barely got one over the outside corner. See if Roldy can find a way to strike out Caballero and in this inning. Set at the belt. Cuts loose a 1-2. Missed low, right at the bottom of the zone. His fastball's 97, 97 plus.
And really good sinking action on it, too.
Ready with his 2-2 pitch. A glance to second, now to the plate. And way outside. So the count now full on Caballero. Righty set at the belt. Payoff to the plate. Ground ball hit sharply out to third. To his left, LeBlanc. Glove, spins, throws, and a good one. All the way across the diamond for the out, and that ends the bottom of the third. 1 run, it was unearned on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. At the end of 3 innings, it's the Braves trailing the Rays 2-1.
Our story begins with Jackie going to work. She walks into the elevator thinking,
maybe I'll play my extreme scratcher. I could win up to $2 million.
That's the spirit. Scratch away. Hot diggity dog. You're up to your eyeballs in cash, Jackie. Oh, no. The doors are opening.
Whoa, Jackie? Is that you under all that money?
Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
Cool as a cucumber. Play the extreme family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery and win up to 2 million smackaroos. Play responsibly.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel?
Cool. Good to go to the opera? Good to sit ringside at a boxing match? Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
The Braves and Harris Cherokee Casinos want to give you the spring training trip of a lifetime. Enter now for a shot to win the spring training trip jackpot presented by Harris Cherokee Casinos. Just visit Braves.com/Harris before March 7th, and you'll be in the running for a trip for 2 to Northport, Florida. You and a guest will win round-trip airfare, ground transportation, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Braves on Saturday, March 15th. But you must be 21 or older to enter. Get registered right now at Braves.com/Harris.
3 innings behind us. We roll into the top of the 4th inning. Rays 2, Braves 1. New pitcher for the Rays is Edwin Uceta. He's a right-hander, 6 feet tall, 160 pounds from the Dominican. Been around a little bit. Dodgers in 21, Diamondbacks in 22, Mets in 23, Rays last year, where he made 30 appearances out of their bullpen. Now, a solid piece to their bullpen this season.
Boy, he did well, too. A 1.51 ERA, a 2-0 record.
Michael Harris strikes one way up into the air, deep left center field. Johnny DeLuca sprinting back to the warning track, leaps into the air and makes a fantastic catch and crashes into the left center field wall. He tracked that one a long way and timed his leap perfectly into the wall. What a play.
Perfect timing into that wall. He was not going to take his eye off the ball and wasn't afraid of running into the wall.
Base is clean for Marcell Ozuna. Given how far he had to track it, I didn't think he was going to get there. Ozuna fouls one back. You mentioned how deep it is out there.
Yeah, it's a home run into the bullpen in left center at Cool Today Park.
Rays 2, Braves 1, top of the 4th. Ozuna lifts one deep down the right field line, slicing foul onto the berm down there.
This guy Uceta, last year, in addition to his 1.51 ERA, 57 strikeouts to just 8 walks. Pretty snazzy.
Well, 2 to Ozuna, outside. Just like we mentioned earlier, the Rays might have the players come and go, but they always boast a good bullpen. 1-2 line drive caught by the third baseman Meade. He was falling to his left when he got leather around it. Frozen rope off the bat of Ozuna. 2 down for Garrett Cooper. Couple of hard hit balls, but absolutely nothing to show for it for the Braves here in the 4th inning. Uceta deals. Cooper swings and missed every stitch of it. Came unwound on that swing. Uceta peeking over the top of his glove, which is fanned out over his face. And his 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Garrett Cooper trying to keep the Braves out of a 1-2-3 fourth inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Cooper swings and misses, 1-2. Folks, keep your vehicle sparkling clean this spring at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Experience clean cars shine worthy of the major leagues at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, Braves fans' go-to car wash destination. 1-2 to Cooper, and he swings and misses and strikes out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning composed by Edwin Uceta. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Rays.
Other meal deals leave you craving more.
But wait, there's Marco's.
Marco's Pizza gives you more with our new More menu. More pizza, savory sides, decadent desserts, and more. Starting at just $5 each when you spend $7.99 or more. Try Marco's More menu.
But wait, new breadsticks.
Oh, yeah. Try Marco's More menu.
But wait, new 6-piece wings.
Try Marco's.
But wait, new chocolate Cinesquares.
We're gonna need more airtime. Minimum spend required. Use code More menu with $7.99 minimum spend or code Get More with $8.99 minimum spend. Tiered prices higher at certain locations. Valid on the More menu only. Restrictions apply.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is Braves fans' go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. With over 285 locations, Tidal Wave makes it easier than ever to keep your vehicle sparkling clean this spring. Experience the ultimate clean at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com today to find a location near you.
Car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Georgia is home to over 600,000 veterans who play an important role in strengthening our communities. The Warrior Alliance is recognizing these contributions at the 4th Annual Veteran Impact Awards and Gala on Thursday, May 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy Theater at the Battery, Atlanta. You may participate by nominating a Georgia veteran for their exceptional service after military service in categories such as first responder, healthcare, education, military spouse, and more. Go to thewarrioralliance.org today and submit your veteran nomination.
Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Into the bottom of the fourth at Charlotte Sports Park. It's the Rays 2 and the Braves 1. New pitcher on the mound for the Braves, the right-hander George Rooney Farmer, better known as Buck. Buck Farmer on the mound for the Braves.
It's his third outing. His last time out at home a couple of days ago, he struck out the side, mixed in a walk, but was really sharp.
He's put together a good career, 11 years in the big leagues between Detroit and Cincinnati. Facing Richie Palacios in the bottom of the fourth inning. Palacios grounds one past a lunging Garrett Cooper down the right field line all the way to the corner. Palacios off to the races. Might be thinking about 3. Hits the bag at second. Keeps the wheels churning. Heads into third base with a head-first slide. And it's a leadoff triple by Richie Palacios. That was just out of the reach of Garrett Cooper. As it got on him quickly going to his left, he couldn't get there. So now the runner at third base to lead it off. Here's Danny Jansen as the infield comes in. Jansen 0 for 1, a pop out to short. Jansen out on the front foot, swinging and missing. Danny Jansen, veteran catcher. 7 years with the Blue Jays, and then finished last season with the Red Sox. Jansen takes a ball outside.
Kind of likes that American League East, huh?
Yeah, it really does. Jansen lunges and misses. Never had a big career swinging the stick. Always been a really good backstop. A couple years ago, though, he had a big base hit versus the Braves to win a game in Toronto. 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Braves have used A.J. Smith-Shawver, Jake McSteen, Roldy Munoz, and now Buck Farmer on the mound today. As this is the 10th spring training game for Atlanta this year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Jansen with a high fly ball pulled deep down the left field line. That is hooking towards the pole, and that is a foul ball. There's not much room down there between the foul line and the wall, that sidewall that is, and somehow it landed right in between the foul line and the sidewall and bounced over the wall.
Yeah, Marisnik hit the wall pretty hard, too, going for it. And I'll bet Buck Farmer said, that's all right, I'm glad you didn't catch it. I'm going to strike him out right here because if Marisnik catches that, it's an easy sacrifice fly.
2-2. Cracked out to left field, down for a base hit. And that'll score Richie Palacios to make it a 3-1 Rays lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So a triple and a single on the bottom of the order, making some racket for the Rays.
Well, he threw some really good curveballs to get Jansen to chase and get behind in the count, and then went back to it and hung it. Jansen able to hit it hard to left.
Bat in the hands of Johnny DeLuca. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Front door curveball in for a strike. Home plate umpire Brian O'Nora. Had to run over there by the Braves dugout. Something on the field?
It was the ball boys asleep at the wheel.
Here's the 0-1. DeLuca fouls one off. That got a piece of O'Nora. Went right on the right arm. He jogs around the front of the batter's circle in some pain. He'll walk a new ball out there to Buck Farmer, but this is more just to try to shake the pain out of that right arm. Ray's trainer comes out to check on him. Well, you know that hurt. He's got the arm up and
it's right on the elbow.
Balled fist. Goodness. Well, they check on O'Nora.
There's no TV here today. They have no in-house video that I'm aware of. Although I do see a camera up there at high third in the stands, but they don't have a video screen anyway that's doing replays out on their small scoreboard. Looks like Brian's going to be able to continue.
Back down there behind the plate. Got a 3-1 lead for the Rays over the Braves. Bottom of the fourth, runner at first, no one out. Johnny DeLuca with a ground ball to third. Could be two. LeBlanc over to Albies. Albies over to Cooper. Not in time at first. Fielder's choice for DeLuca. He's got pretty good wheels. So a 5-4 put out of Danny Jansen at second base. Back to the top of the order to Josh Lowe. As I mentioned, spring training home of the Rays here in Port Charlotte, right on down the road from where the Braves train. First time we've been over here this spring. Pitch on the way to Lowe. That's in for a called strike. Just out of curiosity, because Jay, Chad, and I were sitting around the other day thinking, what's if you're training in Port Charlotte, what is there to do over there in Port Charlotte? Because all we do is come over here to watch a baseball game here and there, and then head back down the trail. 0-1 pitch on the way to Josh Lowe. That's low and outside. And at the top of the list, tourist attractions, best things to do in Port Charlotte, go bowling and spend time at the parks. Well, we're doing the latter today. It's spending time at the park. There's the 1-1 pitch. High hopper right side. Ozzy's got it. Spins and throws to first. Close play and got him at first base. Buck Farmer covering the bag. Tricky play there.
I thought you were going to say, what is there to do here? Go to Punta Gorda and find something to do.
Well, the irony in all that is we had an off day the other day because of the rain out against the Orioles in Sarasota. So Jonathan and Darren and I turned back, and we're heading back, and we're trying to think, what can we do? It's a rainy day. So we got the idea to go bowling. This was it a Monday? It was a Monday. You think any bowling alley in America at noon, you could roll right in and start bowling multiple frames. We called 3 different bowling alleys here, and they were all slammed with league play. You couldn't get a lane anywhere in town.
Wow.
So I guess bowling's a hot ticket in Port Charlotte.
A lot of retirees that don't have anything better to do. Port Charlotte generously saying about halfway between Punta Gorda and Northport.
3-1 Rays, 2 down, runner at second. Eloy Jimenez swings and misses. I bet you're a pretty good bowler.
I used to be. I bowled in kids leagues, junior leagues, growing up, right-handed.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, one is low. Is that the only thing you did right-handed?
I played basketball right-handed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You right-handed?
Yep. Eat right-handed.
Okay, so is throwing and hitting the only thing you do left-handed? How do you shoot pool?
Right.
I'll be darned. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Eloy Jimenez takes a ball low.
I played baseball right-handed the first year I ever played. And then the next year I played left-handed. And then my dad said, well, you're going to have to make up your mind. And I put on a glove that felt good on my right hand.
There's a ball low, 3-1.
And that's when I decided that I was left-handed.
That was it. Runner at second, 2 down. Pitch from Farmer. Outside, ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk. That'll bring Brandon Lau up to the plate. Brandon Lau's been on base twice. A couple of singles, also 2 runs scored. The one Braves run came on a home run by Jake Barisnik in the 3rd inning. Huge swing and a miss by Brandon Lau. Buck Farmer, veteran right-hander, brings the pitch. That'll be tip foul. 0-2. Braves in the 5th will have De La Cruz, Arcia, and Tromp due up.
You know what? There is TV here today. Rays TV. Dwayne Statz is here in his 50th year of broadcasting.
That's tremendous. He's a great broadcaster.
Yeah, great voice.
Mm-hmm. Jimenez at first. De Luca at second. 0-2 will miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buck Farmer wearing number 97 on his back. Blowing into his hand, bright red cleats on a black glove, set right at the tomahawk. 1-2 pitch off the plate. Lau wasn't going after it, and a 2-2 count. Right-hander Jonathan Hughes currently up and tossing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That'll be fouled off, and that knocks Tromp down to his chest. Well, that took a big bite out of Tromp. It's not been a good inning for the catcher and the umpire.
No, it has not.
Jonathan Hughes, like I mentioned, warming up for the Braves, I should specify, the right-hander in the bullpen.
Not sure where that got Chadwick, but when he just laid out after the pitch hit him with a direct shot.
Been a tough day for Braves catchers altogether.
No kidding.
News before the game, Sean Murphy, who was hit by a pitch the other night in a game in Jupiter, has a broken rib. He'll miss time. 2-2 pitch. Rolled up the first base line. Still fair, still fair, still fair, still on the chalk. And it hits the bag, and that'll be a base hit. Really nothing anybody could do about that. Buck Farmer trotted over there, and there was a moment where he could have scooped it, but even if he had no shot to get Brandon Lau. And now Lau 3 for 3, and that'll be the final bullet fired by Buck Farmer. That rolled on the chalk all the way down the line and slowly hit the bag. So the Braves will go with Jonathan Hughes on the mound. He'll be the 5th pitcher used by Brian Snitker today. So that'll be that for Farmer. Farmer faced 6 batters, goes 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 3 base hits, 2 singles, and a triple. 1 run, at least for now, but the base is loaded, so his line a partial line. And the new hurler is the right-hander Jonathan Hughes out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, and Georgia Tech. So back-to-back Georgia Tech pitchers, as Buck Farmer's also from Tech. Hughes 6'2", 200 pounds, and he spent last season with AA Mississippi, making 34 relief appearances and posting an ERA of 3.58.
First appearance of the spring for him right here. I'm wondering, there's always talk, and I remember Don talk about this a lot, a dead arm stretch in spring training. Pitchers and catchers report early. They're throwing a lot. Then the games start. They start pitching. We talked yesterday about how for the hitters, they're behind the pitchers trying to get timing against live pitching. This may be entering kind of that stretch for pitchers where there is a little bit of a dead arm syndrome, if you will.
Because you're really increasing your usage suddenly, which is a good thing because you don't want to be throwing all off season. You need to take some time down.
No, but the guys are also, their turns out of the bullpen are coming more regularly too. There's not a big gap, not like a 3 or 4 day gap. But Smith-Shawver not very sharp today, and certainly Farmer not either compared to what he had been doing.
Bases loaded for Curtis Mead, and the pitch on the way from Hughes finds its mark over the outside corner. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Rays. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Braves. And the Rays have them loaded with 2 down. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Mead. Low and outside. Mead with a walk, also reached on a fielder's choice.
It's his 3rd at bat, 3rd different pitcher.
1-1 from Hughes. Bouncer out to second. Ozzie takes it chest high on the second hop. Wings it over to first base, and there is out number 3. But the Rays send 7 men to the plate. They pick up 1 run. They do so on 3 hits, no errors, and the bases left loaded. We've completed 4. We head to the top of the 5th inning. 3-1 Rays.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
4 innings behind us. We're to the top of the 5th inning. It's a 3-1 lead for the Rays. New pitcher on the mound for the Rays is the left-hander Mason Montgomery as he takes over for Uceta. And taking over for us, Joe Simpson.
Thanks, pal. Uceta did a great job. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout. Gave up a couple of hard-hit balls, but they were at people. And Brian De La Cruz will be the first one to test Montgomery. Made his Major League debut September 5th of last season. Finished with a 1.86 ERA at 9 2/3 innings after he was called up. De La Cruz hit into a double play his first time and fouls off the first pitch. He sees 0-1. 97 on that pitch from the lefty. A 6th round pick in 21 in the draft. Right over the top and some high gas at 98 right there. We don't see too many guys straight over the top anymore, do you?
Yeah, he's right over the top, right behind that ear.
0-2 to De La Cruz. Next pitch, just a little inside. The lefty works on the stretch. The next pitch, pulled foul off the facing. He's netting in front of the Braves dugout, third base side. Good spring so far for De La Cruz. He's 5 for 11, couple of doubles. And the next pitch, down low, 2-2. De La Cruz, Arcia, and Trump due up here in the 5th. Braves trailing 3-1. And the 2-2 swung on a miss. Breaking ball down and in. Back foot breaking ball. Montgomery gets his first strikeout. Orlando Arcia hit the ball hard his first time up to right center, but it was flagged down by DeLuca. Orlando looking for his first hit of the spring. He's 0 for 7. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Rays are playing him to pull as he takes low, 1-1. Outfield straightaway. And the pitch, fouled back, good cut by Orlando. He got Danny Jansen, the catcher, with the follow-through, but he's okay. 1-2 the count.
Well, he always takes a big cut, doesn't he?
Doesn't get cheated. The stretch and the pitch. Got him looking right there. Orlando knew it. Fastball at 99. Back-to-back strikeouts for Montgomery, and here's Trump. With the injury to Sean Murphy, every at-bat, every inning for all these other catchers, very important from here on out. Jadwick swings at the first pitch, puts a charge in, one out toward center field, but DeLuca's there, and he's got it. And a really good 1-2-3 inning for Montgomery. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Rays.
It's road trip time. Not far from Atlanta is the spring home of the Braves, sunny Northport in Sarasota County, Florida. Visit the #1 beach in the U.S. Go on outdoor adventures like kayaking through mangrove tunnels and hunting for shark teeth. And check out the Tomahawk Tiki Bar at Cool Today Park. Head to visitsarasota.com to learn more and plan your trip today. That's visitsarasota.com.
The baseball stars of Atlanta are down in Northport training to take their game to the next level. You could also be getting ready to take your career to the next level with a professional MBA from Kennesaw State University. Why the KSU MBA? Because the average salary increase for the KSU Executive MBA program is 20% after graduation. MBA graduates see an average salary increase of more than $1 million over 30 years. Ready to take your next step? Learn more and get started today at ksumba.com.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
3-1 Rays. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Aaron Bummer will come on and work for Atlanta. This is his second outing of the spring. He pitched against the Pirates back on February 26th, worked an inning, gave up a hit. Zeros across otherwise. You know, when the Braves got Bummer from the White Sox last year, there was a lot of talk about how he was going to fit in, where he was going to be used, and got off to a slow start, Ben, but man, oh man, last two-thirds of the season, he was really good.
Yeah, and lots of balls on the ground and pitching through some tough situations, and you're just looking for that kind of consistency all year long, especially in a season where these lefties need to step up with the absence of A.J. Minter.
Jonathan Aranda will lead off for the Rays, and he takes a strike, lefty on lefty. The 0-1 pitch from Bummer, right there. Fastball at 92. Aranda calls time. Now he's back in there. Left-handed hitter right down on the knob of the bat, and the pitch. Breaking ball got him looking. Front door breaking ball. Buckled his knees a little bit, and a good start for Bummer. If you just joined us, A.J. Smith-Shawver was removed from the game in the first inning when he was really scuffling. Went back in to start the second inning and had a 1-2-3 second, and then couldn't finish the third. Here's Caballero, who swings and misses, 0-1. All told, Smith-Shawver, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. A lot of traffic. The 0-1 strike call. Nothing but strikes from Aaron Bummer. Works from the stretch, feet close together. And the 0-2 backdoor breaking ball just missed. Braves are at home with Minnesota tomorrow. 1:05 start. Ground ball sent to second. Right there is Ozzie. His throw to first in time, 2 down. Chris Sales scheduled to pitch against Minnesota tomorrow. We can look forward to that. So far, Sale 2 innings, no hits, runs, walks, or strikeouts. Breaking ball delivered to Palacios, who was backing out of there. Made him flinch, called strike.
And that curve looks razor sharp right now.
Bummer delivers a sinker low, 1-2. LeBlanc at third base, well off the line for Palacios, who bounced one slowly up the middle and past Arcia and into center field. Orlando was way over on the first base side a second, trying to flag that down, but he couldn't get to it. And Palacios, who tripled and scored his last time up, has his second hit with 2 outs.
It was perfectly placed because it wasn't loud contact, that's for sure.
Danny Jansen, the catcher, a base hit in 2 trips, drove in a run. Bummer to the plate, outside ball 1. For Jansen, it was his 3rd RBI of the spring, and he's now 3 for 6 with his new club. And the pitch outside, 2-0. Here's another guy talked about he likes the American League East. He must like powder blue, too. You know, he started in Toronto.
Right. Now with Tampa.
Navy blue, powder blue. Ground ball sent to deep short. Cut off by LeBlanc. Nice play. Throws on the run and got Jansen. Nice play by Charles LeBlanc, who will bat second in the 6th inning. We head there. Braves trailing 3-1.
Our story begins with Jackie going to work. She walks into the elevator thinking,
maybe I'll play my extreme scratcher. I could win up to $2 million.
That's the spirit. Scratch away. Hot diggity dog. You're up to your eyeballs in cash, Jackie. Oh, no. The doors are opening.
Whoa, Jackie? Is that you under all that money?
Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
Cool as a cucumber. Play the extreme family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery and win up to 2 million smackaroos. Play responsibly.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand the importance of good vision. Whether it's reading, driving, or playing sports, clear vision is essential. And we have all the bases covered, from annual eye exams and our full-service in-house optical department to advanced surgical procedures and management of serious eye diseases. Marietta Eye Clinic's 35 expert doctors and staff provide award-winning eye care. Pick from one of our 12 Atlanta area locations and schedule an appointment online at MariettaEye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic. Your vision is our priority.
Everyone needs car insurance. Legally, you gotta have it. The good news is that you have a lot of choices in who to work with. Why not buy coverage from a company that invests your dollars back into your community? Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance supports grassroots efforts that strengthen communities and protect our access to locally grown food. Because they're local, they have excellent service and response time. This is insurance you can feel good about. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com.
New battery for the Rays. New catcher is Piper, not Piper Laurie. And the new pitcher is Mason Englert. There are other changes around the diamond, too, we'll get to. So bear with us, especially if you're a Rays fan. New first baseman is Genevis. As Jake Marisnick stands in, he's 1 for 1 with a home run. He's accounted for the Braves' only offense today. Englert, a right-hander, works out of the stretch. And the first pitch swung on, hit hard to third. Oh, my goodness. The new third baseman, Taylor, look what I found. He turned his head, looked toward the dugout, and stuck his glove out, but made the play. Another rocket hit by Marisnick. 1 out.
That is Braden Taylor, the new third baseman. They've still got Aranda at first base.
Is it?
Yeah, he's sticking around. Like you mentioned, new shortstop Tanner Murray, new third baseman Braden Taylor, new catcher Kenny Piper. Try to get you some more.
Englert delivers to LeBlanc for a strike. Charles grounded out his first time. Just made a nice play defensively at third base. Next delivery fouled back to the screen, 0-2.
It is still DeLuca at center field, so no change in center.
Yeah, again, he probably wants to stick around for another at bat. It's a new right fielder because I can't see those blue socks that Lowe usually shows brightly. Ball 1 to LeBlanc. The stretch in the pitch. Grounded toward short. Slowly hit. But gloved by Murray, and his throw to first in time. 2 down.
The new second baseman is Jamie Westbrook. So everything on the infield different with the exception of the first baseman, Jamie Westbrook.
Thank you. The right fielder should be Etzel. Etzel. Ozzie Albies stands in for his third at bat. He's 1 for 2. Takes ball 1. He lined the first pitch of the ball game into right center for a single. Batting left. And the pitch outside. For Ozzie, that was his first hit of the spring. He's now 1 for 8. Two and 0 the count. Michael Harris on deck. And he misses again, 3-0.
All right, Joe, you got Tristan Peters in left field.
Good work, Ben. There's a strike, 3-1. Hitters count, 3-1, 2 out, nobody on, 3-1 Rays. The pitch. Well off the plate outside. Ozzie draws a walk. And he's going to come out for a pinch runner.
It's Cal Conley running for Ozzie Albies.
Cal already had his oven mitt on. He came out of the dugout. Michael Harris has hit into a double play and flied out deep to left center, robbed of extra bases by DeLuca. Takes low, ball 1.
All right, one other change for you. The new right fielder is named Aiden Smith.
It's not Etzel?
Not Etzel.
Oh, okay.
Aiden Smith.
Swing and a miss by Harris. 1-1. Do you feel like, Ben, we spend more time trying to figure out who the changes are than we actually do calling the game?
There's no doubt.
Good grief. Stretch in the delivery, ground ball to the right side. Backhanded by Westbrook, who throws out Harris, and that'll end the inning. 3 ground ball outs for Englert. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Braves are still trailing 3-1.
Everything changes with the passage of time. One generation takes the place of the next. Businesses come and go, and some remain and grow. At Marietta Toyota, we've grown with the community, but one thing has always remained constant: better service, people, smiles, and fun. Work hard and play hard in the all-new redesigned 2025 Tacoma. In stock and available now. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
We're Saia LTL Freight, the exclusive LTL freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves. For over a century, our trucks have been hitting the roads to haul the goods that keep companies moving forward. Because when you succeed, so do we. So, whether you're running a superstore or a corner store, you can trust Saia's customer-first nationwide service to get you where you need to be. Visit Saia.com for all your shipping and logistics needs. That's SAIA.com.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
Got a new pitcher for the Braves. In fact, we've got a new battery for the Braves. as Iñel De Los Santos will take over on the mound. The new catcher is Kurt Casale. Around the diamond, all changes for the Braves. At first base, we've got Cade Bunnell. At third base, Matt Batten. Christian Cairo is at shortstop, and Chris Conley stays in the game to play second base. We've also got Geraldo Quintero in left. De Los Santos fires, and the first pitch to DeLuca, lifted foul down the first base line and out of play and in the seats. The right fielder for the Braves is Cody Milligan, and I don't know that I got the center fielder.
That is Carlos Rodriguez in center field.
Or as we like to say, C-Rod.
C-Rod.
De Los Santos, a huge guy, delivers again. It's fouled off 0-2, 96 on that pitch. DeLuca waits. De Los Santos delivers, and it's low. 1-2 the count.
Hey, we got all the changes before the first out was recorded.
I don't know how that happened.
Great job.
I really don't. You guys are on top of it. De Los Santos works out of the stretch and strikes out DeLuca with a good pitch on the inside corner. Good start for Iñel. For De Los Santos, his third appearance of the spring, and he's looked good. As Smith, the right fielder, steps in and fouls one off. For De Los Santos, 2 total innings, no hits, runs, or walks, or strikeouts. He's just zipping through in the lineup. And why not when you're throwing strikes like he just hit the outside corner, 0-2. First at bat for Smith. De Los Santos kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Aaron Bummer went an inning, gave up a hit. Struck out a batter.
This will be Ben Rortvet pinch hitting for the DH spot.
Rortvedt. Rortvet. Left-handed hitter. De Los Santos gets ahead of him. 0-1. Foul tip. Eloy Jimenez struck out twice, also walked as the DH for the Rays earlier. Slider down low. De Los Santos delivers and a pop-up out of play and off to the left. So I've got EDLS in my book marking where De Los Santos has come in. How did you mark it?
EDLS as well.
Okay. Next offering, fouled back. Look out. We're in harm's way here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. That was just a couple of booths down.
John could get hit right between the eyes and never knew that he was even coming. He can't see the field. 1-2. Got him looking. Struck out the side. How about that inning for ED? Hey, Iñel De Los Santos. 3 strikeouts. 3 in a row. We go to the 7th. Braves still down 3-1.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel?
Cool. Good to go to the opera? Good to sit ringside at a boxing match? Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Braves and Harris Cherokee Casinos want to give you the spring training trip of a lifetime. Enter now for a shot to win the spring training trip jackpot presented by Harris Cherokee Casinos. Just visit Braves.com/Harris before March 7th, and you'll be in the running for a trip for two to Northport, Florida. You and a guest will win round-trip airfare, ground transportation, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Braves on Saturday, March 15th. But you must be 21 or older to enter. Get registered right now at Braves.com/Harris.
We go to the sixth inning of play. Be a pinch hitter for the Braves for Marcelo Zuna, who popped up and lined out today. Number 91, and that is Keyshawn Ogans. Genovis now in at first base for the Rays. And Meisner is the new center fielder for DeLuca. And a strike delivered from Englert. Is that Englert still out there?
That is Orsi. Right-hander Eric Orsi on the mound.
Or is he somebody else? No, that's Orsi. He just threw another strike, 0-2. Would you like to work, Ben?
There's a called third strike. By the way, it's the seventh inning.
It is the seventh, not the sixth, Joe.
I was just going to let you run with it.
Well, we got all the changes in. The hell with the game.
God. Well, you know, like A.J. Smith, Shawver needed to go right back out there. I was thinking, look, if you wanted to grab one more inning,
no,
be my guest.
Got a headache from looking up names.
One down as Keyshawn Ogans just went down. This is going to be lifted out to second. Little hop in the air by Jamie Westbrook. Catches the line drive off the bat of Cade Bunnell. And two very quick outs here in the seventh inning. So two down here in the inning. And this will send Cody Milligan up to the plate.
There were a lot of times where I'd forget that it was time for me to hand the play-by-play over to Skip.
Right.
And I'd only know because I'd see him sitting over there with his hands folded across his big old belly and sighing, just a real loud.
Oh, and that'll be swung on and missed.
I wouldn't even have to look. I'd just go and back with the play-by-play or Skip.
See, I can see him sighing and wanting the call during the regular season. Down here, he might just leave.
Yeah, he might.
3-1 Rays in the seventh. 0-2, a swing and a miss as Milligan goes down swinging. A very swift top of the seventh. And the Braves go down 1-2-3. Time for us to stretch them out here in Port Charlotte. We head to the bottom of the seventh inning, 3-1 Rays.
Get the grills fired up and ready to cook. Next month on April 26th, Howard Brothers will be hosting their second annual First Responders Cook-Off at their Lula store located at 4336 Cornelia Highway in Lula. It's the time to celebrate the heroes who keep our community safe and see some friendly competition between the first responder teams participating. Enjoy some family fun and delicious food samples while you visit. Don't miss the showdown starting at 9 a.m. Saturday, April 26th at Howard Brothers in Lula.
The Braves and Harris Cherokee Casinos want to give you the spring training trip of a lifetime. Enter now for a shot to win the spring training trip jackpot presented by Harris Cherokee Casinos. Just visit Braves.com/Harris before March 7th, and you'll be in the running for a trip for two to Northport, Florida. You and a guest will win round-trip airfare, ground transportation, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Braves on Saturday, March 15th. But you must be 21 or older to enter. Get registered right now at Braves.com/Harris.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at Braves.com/All-Star Game.
Bottom of the seventh inning. Rays 3, Braves 1. New pitcher for the Braves, right-hander Anderson Pilar. Anderson just had his birthday yesterday. Just turned 27 years old. He's from the Dominican Republic. And before he goes to work versus Westbrook and the Rays in the bottom of the seventh, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Atlanta Braves Spring Training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
Leadoff man is Jamie Westbrook. He'll be followed by Braden Taylor. There's a called strike. 0-1 on Westbrook. Good little gathering today for the spring training affair between the Braves and the Rays at the Charlotte Sports Park. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Pilar. High and outside.
Now, Anderson Pilar was a Rule 5 draft by the Braves from Miami, meaning they've got to keep him in the big leagues or offer him back to the Marlins for half of the
1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss there. Good pitch.
For half the price that they had to pay for him.
This is Pilar's third spring training outing. He's gone an inning and 2/3, surrendering 1 run on 3 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-2, sent foul, looping into the seats down the right field line. Westbrook took over at second base a couple of innings ago. This is his first trip to the plate. Taking over for Brandon Lau, who went 3 for 3 with 3 singles and 2 runs scored. 1-2 from Pilar. This time with a fastball. At heater 94 from Pilar. Pilar was originally a Rocky, going all the way back to rookie ball in 2016. And then with the Marlins organization last season. 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit high. 3-2. (3-2) to Westbrook. Missed low. So a leadoff walk here in the 7th inning. That's the third walk allowed by Braves pitchers in this game. Westbrook down at first. Braden Taylor, the batter. On deck, the first baseman, Ricardo Inovas. A little bit too tall for Taylor. You know, earlier in this broadcast, you were talking about how you played baseball left-handed but played basketball right-handed. Ball and no strikes on Braden Taylor. Here's the pitch from Pilar. High and outside. When you were playing hoops, were you wearing Chuck Taylor All-Stars?
Oh, yeah.
That was the popular basketball shoe?
There weren't many to choose from.
That was it.
Yeah.
Tie that in a second. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Lifted high in the air on the infield. This pop-up has Matt Batten, the third baseman, under it, and Batten's got it. And 1 out. As I was doing my reading on Port Charlotte, trying to learn a little bit more about this place. Chuck Taylor, who invented the Chuck Taylor All-Star, was from here, retired here. He's buried right down the road.
No kidding.
Yeah. Chuck Taylor All-Star. That'd be a great name for a minor league team if you were here.
Yeah.
(3-1) Rays. That'll be sent foul.
Converse came out, and then they made the Chuck Taylors, but they came out with a different shoe, a low-cut suede basketball shoe that had the little slash on the side with a star on it.
Right. Well, 1-2 Ricardo Inovas from Anderson Pilar. A little bit low and outside.
So that was about your only option.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't see anybody playing basketball wearing those shoes anymore, but still very fashionable, those Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Kind of an American fashion statement, those shoes.
Tops, too.
Ball and 2 strikes on Hinovas. Casale sets up on the outside corner. And the 1-2. Chase and a miss for strike 3. Good breaking ball low and outside. So did the PF Flyer come along later to rival the All-Stars?
That was right along. That was right along about the same time, but they just weren't as trustworthy, I guess would be the right word.
Okay.
PF Flyers, they were great. Had a little disc on the side of them, like with a logo.
Yeah.
We referred to that as the Speedy Alka-Seltzer on the outside of the shoe.
2 down for Tanner Murray. 3-1 Rays. There's a called strike. Rays have out-hit the Braves 8-2. There's the 0-1 to Murray. Outside. Of the 2 Braves hits, one was a single by Ozzie Albies in the first inning, led off the game. And then 2 innings later, with 1 down and the bases empty, Jake Marisnick belted one out of here. And the Braves have gone hitless since then. (1-1). Chopper fouled on the third base line, right over the third base coach, Brady Williams.
Son of former Braves third base coach Jim Williams.
See if Anderson can get a strikeout. He has one already. 1-2 to Murray. Low and outside under the glove of Casale and rolling to the backstop. So a wild pitch will advance Westbrook down to second base. Pilar is the 8th pitcher used by the Braves in the game, and one of the 8 pitchers, the starter, A.J. Smith-Shawver, was used twice. As altogether, he went 2 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned on 4 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. 2-2 to Murray, slapped out to short. Routine play for Christian Cairo. And he throws over to first base in time for the out. Murray was booking it down the line, but Cairo gets it across just in time for out number 3. That ends the bottom of the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th inning, still a 3-1 lead for the Rays.
So you're in the middle of a kitchen update, and you can't tell if that's a faucet stem or a flange. With the Home Depot app, doing doesn't miss a beat. It'll find what you need in a snap, and it'll show you how to find it in store with a tap. Or get it delivered free. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
With South College's Bachelor of Science and Health Science, you can focus on pre-physical therapy or pre-physician assistant, or you could pursue an Associate of Science in Surgical Technology. Each curriculum is designed to promote development of knowledge and skills. The South College campuses in Atlanta and Marietta are designed with modern classrooms, laboratories, and other conveniences for students and faculty, an on-site cafe, and many nearby amenities. Learn more about South College in Atlanta and Marietta. Visit south.edu today. The time to pursue your dreams is now, and the place is South College, where dreams find direction.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Braves down 3-1 into the top of the 8th inning. And they'll be facing a brand new pitcher. This will be the right-hander Hunter Biggie, B-I-G-G-E. 6'1", 205. He is from Los Gatos, California. Went to Harvard. And originally a 12th round pick of the Cubs in 2019 out of Harvard. And he made his debut in the big leagues last year with the Cubs and then finished the season with the Rays. Hunter Biggie facing Christian Cairo. 3-1 Rays, top of the 8th inning. First pitch on the way to Christian Cairo, miss high. You think he's got a big arm? Hunter Biggie?
I think he's a big one.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. Called strike on Cairo. Cairo will be followed by Kurt Casale. Cairo takes a called strike.
97, that's big enough.
Yeah, that'll do. Hunter Biggie, part of that Christopher Morel trade last year for Isaac Paredes. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Christian Cairo. The pitch on the way from Biggie. Misses high and inside.
I noticed that Brian O'Nor, the home plate umpire's got a sleeve on that right arm where after he was struck by a foul tip earlier.
I bet that's going to be barking all week on him. 1-2 and a high hopper through the right side. That was just a jackrabbit through the right side.
Yeah, it looks like a compression sleeve to try to help with the swelling.
Runner at first for Kurt Casale. Got the tying run to the plate. Braves have Geraldo Quintero on deck. So this is the bottom of the order. There goes the runner. Pitches a strike. Throw down to second base. Close play. Not in time. Christian Cairo got in there just ahead of the tag. That was a good throw by Kenny Piper.
I watched Piper throw down, between innings after the pitcher had thrown his last warm-up, and he was throwing lasers to the bag. He one-hopped that one. But, man, what a good arm he's got.
Good swipe by Cairo. That'll be fouled back by Casale. So for the Braves with Cairo, they get their first base hit since the 3rd inning. And now they have a man in scoring position for the first time since then. They had been hypnotized at the plate last 3-4 innings. There's the 1-1 on the way from Hunter Biggie. Kurt Casale takes one way high. 2 balls and a strike. Rays have used Rasmussen, Hernandez, Uceta, Montgomery, Englert, Orsi, and Biggie on the mound. 7 pitchers. 2-1 is in the dirt. Braves have used 8, as you'd expect in a spring training game. Lots of different pitchers. 3 balls and a strike on Kurt Casale. Hitters count here, trying to put the Braves on the board for the first time since the 3rd inning. 3-1 pitch, sent foul. Pretty good cut there by Casale. Kurt Casale, a former Ray. Among other teams, also played for the Reds, the Mariners, Giants. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, missed. Fooled there. He was looking for something else, and a 96-mile-an-hour fastball was by him. One out in the 8th for Reynaldo Quintero.
Quintero looks like one of those slot receivers. He can really run, but he's not a real big guy.
Swings from the left side, fouls one back into the screen.
Had a good cut at that.
The only Braves run today, a homer by Jake Marisnick in the 3rd inning. And Reynaldo Quintero can change that right here. Good wheels and Christian Cairo out there at second base. Righty-lefty matchup as Biggie comes set. 0-1 pitch. Missed outside. 1-1. Seen some comebacks here lately for the Braves. They've been active late in games over the course of the last week. Looking for a little bit more of that here. Trailing by a couple of runs. 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. One and two on Quintero. Squeezing the bat with bright red batting gloves. Biggie a glance to second. And a 1-2 to the plate. Crashed foul into the seats down the right field line. Now rattling around on the concourse. And Quintero splintered his stick there. Needs a brand new bat to finish this at bat here.
You know, a lot of the guys, at times, they like to have their bats down near where they sit in the dugout if they're not playing. They're kind of, you know, taking check swings or doing whatever with their bat. Well, in this case, you go up there and you break your bat, and then everybody's scrambling trying to find your backup.
Yeah.
It's not in the bat rack.
One and two on Quintero. 1-2 foul back right over us. The Braves are the visiting team today, so maybe not quite as many guys in the dugout as a home game. But if you were to break a bat during a home game, I mean, it's like you're going through the stockyard there at Louisville Slugger trying to find a stick because there's so many bats down there.
Right.
1-2. Hit well to deep right field. Aiden Smith going to go back to the warning track, and he's under it. He'll make the catch in deep right field. Christian Cairo advances to third base on the tag.
That was a really good at bat.
So now it is up to Matt Batten. Runner at third, 2 down. Braves down 3-1 in the top of the 8th inning. If Batten can reach, then Cal Conley would come to the plate. Cal's been swinging a good stick here lately in the Grapefruit League. First pitch low and outside to Matt Batten.
I'm sorry, who'd you say was Batten?
Batten's batting.
I think I'd forgotten to write that down.
1-0 in for a strike. Trying to make something happen while he's batting. 1 ball and 1 strike on Matt Batten. One slowly bounced out to third. Going to be a tough play. Taylor's got it, and now he's got to stick it in his back pocket. That's an infield single by Batten. It drives in Christian Cairo, and it's a 3-2 game.
It was a little more like bunting, but it'll get a run in, and that's a big run.
Makes it 3-2. You know, you mentioned Don Sutton earlier in the broadcast, and Don always had a really bad joke anytime Philton Colbreth was umpiring one of our games. Here's Cal Conley. Conley launches one to right field, but Aiden Smith in line with it. Little hop in the air, makes the catch out in right. I'll finish that story when we come back. Head to the bottom of the 8th, 3-2 Rays.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're buying more than a vehicle. You're buying safety for your family, an investment that will hold its value, and something that will last a long time. You're buying trust. For a limited time, celebrate all the 2025 models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through March 31st. Whether you're looking to match your adventurous spirit with the 2025 Subaru Outback or lean on the reliability of the 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of Gwinnett has the perfect fit for your family. Stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
With us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation? I'm joking. Maybe.
Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Buy and sell Atlanta Braves tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's water, fire, or mold damage to your home or business, you need a winning team. You need ServPro. ServPro's licensed, certified, and highly trained team of experts are here to help, offering fast, reliable, professional restoration services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves and Braves Country, our teams are committed to performing at a championship level. When disaster strikes, call ServPro and make it like it never even happened. Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
This is still Anderson Pilar on the mound for the Braves, and he'll be facing 7-8-9. Braves trailing the Rays 3-2. We're talking about Matt Batten being at the plate for the Braves a little while ago, and Don, anytime Philton Colbreth was one of our umpires, he'd say that his brothers are pitching and hitting. Pitching Colbreth, Philton Colbreth. Batten must be his cousin.
Might be.
Philton, hitting, pitching, Batten. There's a ball high and outside.
Running. That's great.
Tristan Peters, the batter. And Peters takes a called strike. After Peters, it will be Piper.
Oh, no. Seriously?
Seriously. There's a ball low and inside. Peters and Piper leading it off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see what they pick. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's ball low and inside. If I were a manager and I had names that were funny together, I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd put them in the lineup next to each other all the time. There's a 3-1. That'll miss outside. So leadoff walk to Peters. And here comes Piper.
That's just too good.
Full name is Kenny Piper. Second inning for Anderson Pilar to work. That'll be fouled off. They got Meisner on deck. Well, that just ruins all the fun. Called strike on Piper. Well, back in the late teens, early 20s, there was a player named Pickles Dillhofer. So he'd have been perfect to have in this lineup, right behind Peters and Piper.
Hey, we had Mike Garman on the Dodgers relief pitcher, and everybody called him Pickles.
Gosh, if they had had a guy named Pickles on deck right now, I'd have to pack up and go home. Peters, Piper, and Pickles Dillhofer. That'd have been the perfect threesome one. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Kenny Piper. A little bit low and outside.
Pepper Martin, move him in there, too.
Yeah, that'd be great. 2-2 pitch. And Pilar picked him apart. He swings and misses at a fastball, 93, 1 down. I mean, can you imagine Pickles Dillhofer introducing himself? The name's Dillhofer, but you can call me Pickles.
Yeah. Golly.
1 down for Cameron Meisner. This ball low and inside. Braves in the 9th will have 2-3-4 due up.
Is the game already over? I'm looking at a guy down here. He's cleaning up the stadium already. Collecting trash.
There's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Meisner. And Meisner takes a ball low and inside. Yeah, he's trying to wrap up early. He might have a bowling league coming up right on down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really serious business, those bowling leagues here in Port Charlotte. He might be bowling in 10 minutes. Grounder out towards second, sliding to his left. Cal Conley, it ricochets off of his glove and goes into right field. Peters goes first to third. Meisner with a base hit. And they're at the corners with a 1 down. Back to the top of the order to Aiden Smith. Braves have not turned a double play in this ball game. They've hit into 2 double plays. Ball low and outside of Smith. Rays have a little bit of action out there in their bullpen. They had Biggie on the mound last inning. We'll see who pitches the 9th. 1-0 pitch fouled back, 1-1.
His name's got to be Smalley.
Oh, that'd be great. Tiny.
Uh-huh. I was just thinking about Aiden Smith. Aiden's at the plate. Braves third baseman, Aiden and a bat. And
you're getting the hang of it now.
Yeah.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Lined into right field for a clean base hit. Peters will score. Meisner down to second. RBI single by Smith. And here comes Brian Snitker. So that'll be it for Pilar. Anderson Pilar goes an inning and a third. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, and a run scored. And the bullpen gate will open for the Braves. New hurler will come in. Like Joe mentioned earlier, back at home tomorrow. We'll see the Twins tomorrow. And that'll be Chris Sale on the mound. That'll be a home game for the Braves. And then we'll have an off day on Wednesday. One of 2 off days this spring. The other will be on the 18th of March. Looks to be Domingo Gonzalez on the mound for the Braves. Thinking about opening day, we are 24 days away from opening day. And it's interesting how that works on your brain. If you think about how the Braves have 19 spring training games left, that feels like a long way to go. But if you say just 24 days to opening day, I don't know about you, that seems very close to me.
It is. It is. It certainly is. I'm sure to Brian Snitker, too. He's trying to evaluate all of these arms that he's still got in camp, despite some cuts that have already been made. And wanting to get another inning's worth of work out of Anderson Pilar to get another look at him. Just couldn't quite finish the second inning.
Domingo Gonzalez is 25 years old. He's from the Dominican Republic. Split time between AAA Gwinnett and AA Mississippi last year. 24 appearances at AAA, 21 appearances in AA. Made 1 start, so primarily a reliever last year. And in the 2 stops combined, he had a 2.91 ERA. That was in 45 appearances. He's the 9th pitcher used by Brian Snitker today, and one of those pitchers was used twice in A.J. Smith-Shawver. Ben Rortvedt is the batter. Rortvedt swings and misses. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Rays. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Braves. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Rortvedt takes a called strike. If the Braves can't come back and win this game, that'd be just their 3rd loss this spring. And 2 of those losses would be to these Rays.
Snap their winning streak, too.
Mm-hmm. 0-2, a chase and a miss by Rortvedt. And 2 away here in the 8th inning. Braves have not lost over the course of their last 7 games, as they've won 6 of those and tied 1. Runners at first and second, and it is Jamie Westbrook climbing in. Westbrook gets under it, way up in the air, left field. Quintero and Rodriguez in the neighborhood, and it's the left fielder Quintero's ball. Makes a two-handed catch, and that ends the bottom of the 8th. But a run for the Rays. Final chance coming up for the Braves. We head to the top of the 9th. Tampa Bay leading 4-2.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand the importance of good vision. Whether it's reading, driving, or playing sports, clear vision is essential. And we have all the bases covered, from annual eye exams and our full-service in-house optical department to advanced surgical procedures and management of serious eye diseases. Marietta Eye Clinic's 35 expert doctors and staff provide award-winning eye care. Pick from one of our 12 Atlanta area locations and schedule an appointment online at mariettaeye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic, your vision is our priority.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Our story begins with Jackie going to work. She walks into the elevator thinking,
maybe I'll play my extreme scratcher. I could win up to $2 million.
That's the spirit. Scratch away. Hot diggity dog. You're up to your eyeballs in cash, Jackie. Oh, no. The doors are opening.
Whoa, Jackie? Is that you under all that money?
Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
Cool as a cucumber. Play the extreme family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery and win up to 2 million smackaroos. Play responsibly.
Top of the 9th inning here at the Charlotte Sports Park, where the Rays lead the Braves 4-2. New pitcher is the right-hander Garrett Acton, 6'2", 215, out of the University of Illinois. He's from Lamont, Illinois. Former 35th round pick of the White Sox back in 2016. And he made the big leagues 2 years ago for 6 appearances with the A's. Trying to get back there with the Rays. And this is his 3rd spring training appearance. 2 innings, a run allowed on 1 hit. And here is Acton, the right-hander, facing Carlos Rodriguez. And the first pitch misses high.
Boy, Acton comes over the top, too, and really snaps his head down toward the ground as he's releasing it.
Rodriguez, left-handed hitter, fouls one back. Batting here in the 9th inning. He'll be followed by, well, it was Keyshawn Ogans, but he's not in the on-deck circle. That'll miss low and go to the backstop. Make it a 2-1 count. Might be Ethan Workinger on deck down there.
It is, sir.
So Rodriguez, Workinger, and Bunnell due up here in the 9th inning for the Braves. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way from the right-hander Acton. High and outside, 3-1. High ball 4. And a leadoff walk. That'll put Rodriguez on. And now the tying run comes to the plate. That's the third walk allowed by Rays pitching today. And now it is Ethan Workinger up to the plate. Looking for a late rally. Workinger skies one foul. That'll find the seats along the first base line. Bounces around a couple of empty blue seats. What'd you say? Maybe 2,500 here today?
I think that's fair.
Well, 1 to Workinger. In for a strike.
Jonathan, what would you say? Oh, that's right. You can't see the field.
Well, he's got a guess of 2796. See who comes closest. I'll go 2508. How about that? There's a ball low. Oh, he's got the actual. Not what you're guessing.
He should have held that back. He should have not told us.
So that was the actual attendance. He's over all the fun and games. He's tired of sitting behind that column.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to play anymore. There goes the runner. 1-2, popped up, shallow right, charging in now. Smith can't get there. That lands just back of the infield cutout. There's nobody there.
That was beautiful.
First to third for Rodriguez as Workinger just splashes one into very shallow right for a base hit.
And Ovis, the big old first baseman, was looking over there like, well, isn't somebody going to catch that? Oh, there's nobody there. I guess I got to go get it. It'll look like a line drive tomorrow.
First and third, no one out for Cade Bunnell. Tying run at first, go ahead run at the plate. Cade Bunnell takes a called strike. Rays had the early lead, a run in the first. Braves tied it with one in the top of the third, and the Rays took the lead right back in the bottom of the inning. Then they added on to that lead in the fourth, and it was 3-1 much of the game. 0-1 Bunnell. Bounced up there, good knockdown by Piper. Both teams scored one run in the eighth, and that's where we stand here in the ninth, with the Rays leading 4-2. Cade Bunnell looking at a 1-1 count. Right-hander Acton set of the belt. Kicks and fires a 1-1. Big swing and a miss there. Fastball 95. Acton would love a strikeout right here. Meanwhile, Cade Bunnell looking to charge one up and find a gap somewhere. Cody Milligan on deck. The 1-2. Fouled back. Good swing there. Bunnell, left-handed hitter, pinwheels his bat. Waiting on the righty to deal. Here it comes. Missed low, bounces away from the catcher. Rodriguez holds it third, but Workinger goes down to second base. What do you want to do with that one? Pass ball?
Yeah, I think so. It was just an inside pitch. I don't think it hit in the dirt. He's trying to frame it and allowed the potential tying run to get into scoring position.
Now base hit could tie the game.
The outfield playing deep to prevent an extra base hit.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Bunnell. He strikes out. One down in the ninth inning. Couple more cracks at it. There's Cody Milligan. He'll be followed by Christian Cairo. Rays 4, Braves 2, but runners at second and third and one out in the top of the ninth inning. Milligan, another left-handed hitter. Acton's first pitch of the sequence. Missed low. 1 ball, no strikes. Milligan awaits the 1-0. Ground ball out to first. It gets by Ricardo Hinovas into right field. One run is in. Here comes the tying run. Here's the throw from right field. Not in time in a tie game. Cody Milligan able to blast one right between the feet of Ricardo Hinovis at first base. And a close play at the plate as Aiden Smith fired to the plate. But Ethan Workinger slid in right in time, and we're tied at 4.
Workinger wasn't sure that the lead runner, Rodriguez, was going to run on the ground ball. The infield was going to allow for a run to score for an out. So Workinger wasn't breaking real hard for third, and he didn't even know that he was going to go home. He didn't know it went through the guy's legs.
Here's Christian Cairo. Go ahead, run it first, one out. And that's ripped deep down the left field line to the corner. Fair ball, and hits off the wall. Heading to third base, Milligan. They're going to stop him right there. It's a double out of Christian Cairo. That ball was absolutely hammered to left field. And the Braves all over the right-hander Acton here in the 9th inning.
What a turnaround here.
Big turnaround. And it's the error that opened up the door for all of this. An E3 was charged to Ricardo Hinovis. And now the Braves have answered as they had the go-ahead run at third base. And some insurance down at second base, only one down.
And they don't have anybody warming up, I don't believe, in their bullpen.
Braves will have to either get somebody going or go with Gonzalez again as he finished the 8th inning. We'll definitely have a bottom of the 9th now. Only question is, will the game be tied or will the Braves take the lead? Here's Kurt Casale. Infield is in. First pitch to Casale. And he pops one up on the infield. Shallow left field. This is going to be trouble. Sprinting in Peters, the left fielder. Going out the second baseman, Westbrook. And the catch is made in shallow left center field. Well, that was in the air for the longest time. And I got to be honest, I didn't think anybody was going to get to it for a moment.
I wasn't even watching the second baseman. And he's the guy that ultimately caught it.
He ran a long way to get there. You mentioned how deep the outfielders are playing. Tristan Peters ran about a quarter of the mile just to get in the neighborhood. So now 2 down for Geraldo Quintero. He can give the Braves the lead here in the top of the 9th inning. It's a 4-4 game. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Quintero takes a ball low.
He had a great at-bat his last time up before lining out deep to right.
Quintero, left-handed hitter. 1-0 from Acton. Quintero waves and misses. Yeah, well, he lined out to deep right back in the 8th inning. He's got to be a very confident young man after that at-bat that he had last inning. And looking to hit the ball just as hard here in the 9th inning as he did then. The 1-1 pitch. Low and in the dirt. Tell you another big play in this inning, that pass ball.
Yeah.
It put Workinger in scoring position, and he was able to score on that error by Hinovis. 2-1 to Quintero, missed high, 3-1. After Quintero, it's Batten. And now Acton calls time, steps off the back of the rubber. So Quintero initially fell behind 0-1. But he's battled back, has the count in his favor. Acton has first base open. Here's the 3-1 pitch on the way to Quintero. That's swung on and tipped in and out of the mid of Kenny Piper. So the count runs full. Ultimately, a game that the result means absolutely nothing. But to Geraldo Quintero, this at-bat means everything.
To all these guys that came into the game late.
Big opportunity for him. 3-2, low and outside, ball 4. That will load the bases for Matt Batten. Matt Batten singled in the 8th inning and drove in a run.
Rays now have some action in the bullpen, a right-hander.
Righty-righty matchup versus Batten. First pitch from Acton. And Batten fouls one back. Matt Batten, 29 years old. And he spent some time in the big leagues with the Padres each of the last 3 seasons. 0-1 on Batten. Here it comes. Swung on, missed. Went upstairs with a fastball. Batten is the 8th Brave to the plate here in the 9th inning. They were trailing 4-2. Entering the top of the 9th, they've scored 2 runs. They've tied the game. And now have them loaded with 2 down and an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Fouled back. Went upstairs again.
Yeah, he's having a little trouble laying off that pitch. Hayden Irby is the pitcher warming up for the Rays.
0-2 to Batten. In the dirt, it bounces away from Piper, but in front of him.
Nice stop.
Been a rough 9th inning for the pitcher, Acton. Garrett Acton out of Naperville, Illinois. 1-2 now for Matt Batten. Sacks packed full of Braves, and the 1-2 pitch on the way to the plate. Swung on a ground ball. A diving third baseman. Taylor's up with it. Throws to first in time.
Wow, what a play.
That was an outstanding play by Braden Taylor to rob the Braves of a run and ultimately the lead. So at the end of 8 1/2, it's a tie game as the Braves send 8 to the plate. We head to the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 4.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and auto pay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Braves 4, Rays 4. Bottom of the 9th as Braden Taylor leads off for the Rays. Braden Taylor hits one to deep right field. Cody Milligan gonna go back, and Braden Taylor hits one off the wall. He's at second base. He just missed a home run. He's the reason the Braves didn't take the lead in the top of the inning as he made a great defensive play, and he just about won it with a home run to lead off the bottom of the 9th.
He's doing his part, isn't he?
Sure is. Coming off the bat, I thought it got it.
I did too. But again, it is a huge ballpark.
It's 384 out there where he hit it. That was out there towards right center. And now Ricardo Hinovas, whose error allowed the Braves to tie the game in the top of the inning, has a chance to win it with a hit in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch from Gonzalez. Strike on the inside corner. Winning run at second base for the Rays. And this is still Domingo Gonzalez on the mound for the Braves. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In for a strike again, 0-2. For Hinovas, he is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Took over for Jonathan Aranda, who drove in 2 runs in the first 3 innings of the game. Taylor, a big lead at second base. And the 0-2 from Gonzalez. Outside, 1-2. The Rays have won just twice this spring. 2 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties. 1-2 pitch and a tip foul by Hinovas. Barely got a piece of it. Taylor, a big lead over there at second base. Again, the 1-2. Hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Coming around third base, Taylor. He will score, and the Rays will walk it off as the GOAT for the Rays in the top of the inning turns into the hero in the bottom of the inning in Ricardo Hinovas. His error allowed the Braves to tie it in the top of the inning. His hit in the bottom of the ninth allows the Rays to win it. For the Rays in the ninth, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Final score, Rays 5, Braves 4. Back with the totals after this.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.